We are the forgotten children of Earth, trapped in this red, barren wasteland. Here, hell is not a concept, it's our reality. And the reality is that every drop counts.
The Technomancer is a rather interesting project. It had such great potential to capitalize on the tried and tested concepts from past and bigger RPGs, and to a certain extent it actually does achieve this. You'll find Fallout 4 style crafting, Mass Effect inspired companions, The Witcher 3-ish style combat, and lots of other ideas that seem borrowed from all the right places. The game has a concept that appeals to my tastes in particular, focusing on the division of classes in a desperate society where resources like water have become sparse, priceless resources, and the hatred between classes is spiraling out of control, each guarding their own power and secrets for survival and safety. In fact, everything I love about this game can be summarized in this short clip.
Halt! Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
Look at this piece of shit. Well, what do we have here? Road trash seems lost, don't it? You forget we don't want your kind around here, Trav. Move your sorry ass out of here before you find yourself bleeding from both ends. I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to speak! Did I? You useless piece of shit! Why would I want to hear what you have to say? Waste of space! Please! Shut your mouth and just fucking die! Your corpse will feed the rats. At least then you have a purpose.
The combat is interesting and timing based, crafting is deep, and multiple details can be changed on armor and weapons, similar to Fallout 4. Unfortunately, despite these, this is not a good game, like not by a long shot. It actually feels pretty cheap and boring. The product is plagued largely by poor presentation. Dialogue is stiff, the voice actors are generally bad, and many of them sound like amateurs doing a college project. The animations range from stiff and awkward to just downright creepy.
Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
The tutorial is nearly inexistent and the game lacks a proper flow. For the sake of an example, the first companion I found I did by walking into his office and then saw a context menu saying organize your party. But this was a character I stumbled into by accident, and I hadn't even had a conversation with the character to that point. Now, in a story-based game, that just seems very odd and completely counter to the idea of getting to learn the world and the characters that are in the world. Unfortunately, it reminds me of a game called Firebound.
Fights in Bound by Flame are dynamic, but also extremely tactical. You will develop 3 combat styles through 3 skill trees. The unyielding warrior uses swords, axes, and warhammers to inflict heavy damage, knock enemies back, and break their defenses. The stealthy ranger uses dual-wield daggers to stab enemies in the back and thin their ranks, before locking them in a fast-paced combat style that favors raw damage. The pyromancer channels the fiery powers of the demon. Hurl fireballs, light your weapon on fire, invoke flame spirits, and more.
It also had a rather interesting concept that was bogged down by looking and feeling unfinished and cheap, and unfortunately it was made by the same developer also. To me, the whole game has this feeling of a great concept that just didn't have the production power or talent to be fully realized, which is actually pretty sad. I really wanted this game to do well, if only because it has so much heart and ambition. I made jokes with my friends about this game being bootleg Mass Effect when I saw its companion trailer.
Companions who like or love you will be more useful than those who loathe you.
But unfortunately, it doesn't quite live up to even those mediocre heights. So yeah, the Technomancer is a disappointing game, and I hope that Spiders does better with whatever their next project is. Since they've done one before, I know they'll do something else. I just hope that it will be better than what we got here.